of the efficiency of their followers. It's tough.
Well, here's a draft.
It's a really good card. It happens.
AZURU has the opportunity here again, but these are 3 great choices.
He's got Aldos. You have to go with Dragoncraft.
Oh, but Swordcraft.
He's also got Cerberus.
Ooh, Dragoncraft.
This
We just pulled
talk
Melissa.
of the town.
You're not going to play Sword?
You know what? Get rid of Sword. Sword, get out of here. I don't like Sword.
This actually might backfire. I feel like we've seen a good dragon deck, a
One
pretty
too many
okay dragon deck.
times.
Yeah.
I think this one's gonna be bad.
I would never wish that upon anybody. I think this is going to be another good Dragoncraft deck. You know, we need to see a switch. Everybody played Portalcraft yesterday, didn't do too hot with it. Half the people today playing Portalcraft, not too hot with it. Everybody playing Dragoncraft today, killing it. Dragonlance, that was the card I was talking about, by the way. Yeah, Dragonlance.
There it is.
Yeah. And Stormborn Wings showing up too. Stormborn Wings and almost all, you know, the
Basilisk
Dragoncraft
Rider
is
is
very
great
good.
too. Yeah.
It's not bad at all. Basilisk Rider is extremely good. So.
Yeah. All right, Envy, outside of Scyther and Basilisk Rider, and of course we've seen Canyon of Dragons, is there anything else you're looking for in Dragoncraft?
You're looking for solid neutrals always, right? And it can depend. Sometimes you can look for ramp. Sometimes. You can also get punished doing this, so...
Look at this pick. What the heck?
This is an instant right for me, honestly.
Instant
I gravitate.
right.
Yeah, I see Singer, I pick Singer. It happens.
Interesting. Card draw more than most.
The card advantage is definitely very good. We saw Hellblade go crazy yesterday in the North American Take-Two
13 damage.
She hit phase 4 times in a row, alright? That doesn't always happen, right? So...
Plus an attack to the dome. Goes left.
Interesting.
Power level's high on both sides. I can't really fault you for going either way there.
I do think that the card advantage is definitely valuable.
I think sometimes the picker of Singer can be like overshadowed by a Knight's Way. Like it doesn't matter if you have Singer in your deck. If you have like a single Knight's Way, it's gonna just draw much more. So.
And these picks just seem great. Lion Champion plus Pitfall. I mean, left is
Lion
still
Champion
good.
Pitfall is really good. It kind of flatlines his curve, literally.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty even
okay.
across the board.
Yeah, that is interesting how that ended up happening.
It's funny on the 1 on the bottom. It kind of looks like -1, but it's just an arrow pointing to the left.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like -1. It's like
Yeah, these cards give him play points.
Yeah,
They
what?
recover play points.
What now?
Portalcraft?
Every craft's Portalcraft.
I love it.
Taking a long time on this one. Maybe just like thinking about curve versus
Right.
Okay. Going with the right.
The consideration there was, you know, I have very few 2s and 3s. You know, if I go right here, what happens if I don't draw those, right? Can I lose immediately?
Ayala.
Yep. Ayala plus Jabberwock, the card you always want to ramp into. I am super happy. This is another Dragoncraft deck.
You don't always want to ramp into that, but you can't
Another
take the red
Jabberwock.
one. So
That's fair.
that's fair. Yeah.
Second Dragoncraft deck we've seen with Jabberwock. It's gonna happen. I believe.
Someone will misclick it, I'm sure. Yeah.
What? What are you talking about? The misclick is not clicking it. Okay? You gotta play the Jabberwock.
That was deep. Oh
What
my
he
gosh.
said, yeah, that's right. You gotta
That
think
was
about
deep.
that one. Yeah,
The real misclick is not crafting it in the first place.
that's right.
What the heck? All right. Envy, thoughts about this match here? Is AZURU going to make it through?
I'm always a fan to root for a dragon when he's got Orca cards in his deck, so yeah, I think it's fine.
Right.
Perfect.
It's the Orc card. It is going to be a Dragon Mirror, so we're going to get this Take-Two match kicked off here.
Dragon.
People
is
are
the story of the day.
quickly realizing. I mean, you had a whole North American tournament to see, right?
Yeah.
So
That's true, yeah.
you know everybody can see like, oh my God, look at all these fallen warriors. You know, who
unlike
tried
most
Portalcraft.
weeks, it's not like you had to get your deck submissions locked in the day before, so you actually could update yourself with what was going on with the North America side. Some people still opting for the Portalcraft, but most of our players opting for Dragoncraft today.
I do think
good.
it's super important to kind of you know, make sure that you're updating yourself on what the drafting options are and how that plays out.
Plus, I mean, there could be a little confirmation bias going on too. You see this tournament and how well Dragoncraft is performing, you're like, oh man, this is pretty good. Maybe I want to give it a try. So far, it's been working out. I mean, Dragoncraft is definitely going to win this match too. So, you know, another win for Dragoncraft.
This one's for my family.
DISLUDIBROLO versus AZURU.
Ooh, let me see.
Yeah.
Canyon. Is this a card you keep in the mirror? I say the mirror. It's not really a mirror.
I would imagine it depends on how much ramp you know your deck has.
Ooh, and he does.
Wow.
Keeps it. I think it's a pretty good option. I think Dragoncraft, the way we've seen it play out so far, it's pretty slow.
Yeah.
And he is on the play. I like it.
I just noticed how similar those two cards look.
Oh, yeah. The Axe Bros.
Yeah, the Expert.
And Canyon of Dragons on the side of AZURU now. So we're going to... This is going to be a real slugfest.
Mm-hmm.
Scyther. Yep, all the same options. I've got to say, okay, so we talked about a little bit about consistency within the class. Yes, I feel like you could get the bottom end of a spectrum of a Dragoncraft deck, but realistically, you're going to see, like, one of the cards that you want to see, I feel like, in most drafts. You know what I mean? You might not get 3 or 4 of something crazy, but, like, it'll play out similarly. And so far, Dragoncraft has felt unstoppable.
Yeah, certainly, I mean, this game might not change that view, right?
Absolutely.
As you said, Dragoncraft has to win.
Yep.
But I do think it is important to think about, like, if you have so many Bane options, so many spells for removal, and you can kind of lean on a top end that is also very powerful, right? Either by Canyon of Dragons or whatnot, the consistency seems to be here.
And card draw, too. Like, Dragon Summoner's a bronze. You know what I mean? It's just another card that can draw you cards on top of all the other bronze and neutral cards that you can get that filter cards. I mean, Dragon's Foresight's another draw option. Canyon of Dragons seems like, outside of a gold card, probably the best card you can take in this format. How do you, like, what other card affords you all 3 of your opponent's evolution orbs turn after turn after turn just to try to keep up with it?
That's certain. Yeah, and even stronger if you manage to ramp into it, too.
Yeah.
Interesting. Really did not want that follower remaining.
Yeah. This is kind of a play where I would consider going face and just your opponent's going to make that value trade for you so you can kind of get your 2 damage in, but AZURU just not taking any chances. Doesn't want to take any damage. Oh, and an Israfil we see for you, Ludibroolo here.
That's going to be big. This is, I think, the first time we've seen Israfil in both these tournaments in Europe and North America.
Well, maybe in the actual hand of somebody, yes. We've definitely seen it in decks. But yeah, it hasn't really been a highlight. We've seen Zeus a lot, but Israfil hasn't made a big splash.
And I think Israfil is really good. It's, I mean, all those situations where there were a bunch of followers on the board.
What is that card over there that he just drew?
Ouroboros?
That card seems bonkers.
Yeah. This is a really good late game hand from Ludibrolo's end. I think it's just going to be a question of if you can make it. AZURU getting the ramp off the single isle. I'm pretty sure it was just 1 in his deck. And that's huge.
That is huge. So is it going to be the first Canyon of Dragons that wins, or the Canyon of Dragons into the Ouroboros into the Israfil? I've got to, I mean, those cards are so good.
Yeah. The 7, 8, 9.
I didn't even consider Ouroboros as a legendary you could get in this format. Like, how do you beat that card? Substitution, hopefully?
Substitute. Portalcraft. Let's all go back to Portalcraft.
Yeah, we got to play Portalcraft so we can beat Ouroboros, everybody. Never mind. Gotta do it.
Everybody go back.
Yeah, if you can't play Dragon, gotta play Portal. That's the rules. I guess Havencraft has some options too, but... Yeah, and then we see the Stormborn Wings again too. Just like all of these same options that just feel really good going into the late game.
So I think the one thing is, it's very important for Ludibrolo to take control back of the board here.
Yeah.
Absolutely needs to find a way to get himself out of this, because I think 1 turn more and AZURU's going to just run away with the followers he has on board.
Well, here's the thing you got to think about. Why evolve the Ayala over something else, right? You only, you know, AZURU only has 3 cards left in hand. Why is ramping important, right? You got to be thinking about that. If you're Ludibrolo, it's like, okay, he probably has a really strong either overflow turn, or he has something like Canyon of Dragons. So I've got to pay attention to that. It looks like he's absolutely listening to what you were talking about.
Yep.
Or following that plan anyway, getting the board back as much as he can. Ooh.
That's great. That's such great use out of that Dragon's Nest.
Draws into the Hellbindi. So we're going to see a lot of powerhouse cards here in the next several turns.
Canyon of the Dragon starting to gain value, and the thing is, because you're 1 step too late, it's very difficult to justify a similar play, but oh my god.
But one of the Axe Bros coming down to be the Mirror Breaker. That card, absurd right now.
So well set up on Ludibrolo's end.
Yep.
Really feels like he was very cognizant of, you know, the options that he was afforded and how he can best utilize them. Play it.
Here we go. You can turn all these terrible tortoises in your hand. Everybody likes tortoises. I don't like tortoises. Into other cool cards.
I think you should do it.
Yeah, I think so. You can't do it this turn. Maybe you can. Give away the Bane and like an easy removal on board. You know. I don't think you can do it this turn. I think Hellblendy actually is the best this turn. And then you really hope you don't double hit face. You really hope you don't double hit face. I think you take the chance though.
Really?
I think you do. You have two 50-50s. We know Hellblendy likes to go face, but I would take the chance. I'm a gambling man.
Wow, really?
Yep.
Okay. Azuru's probably thinking about that right now too.
He probably
himself.
is. Probably is. I mean, it is the best play this turn. If it hits.
I think you should go for it. I think how you have two chances, two 50-50s. Oh, no.
I'm so sad now. Okay, well, he does get evolution orbs back with these tortoises. Okay, so definitely not bad. And this can set up for a Jabberwock turn, so I'm definitely with it. I like this. So many evolution orbs coming back.
That's crazy, the amount of value that card provides.
I don't know if this Ouroboros can be beaten though. Like this card is absurd. It will it can literally be the play that Ludibrola makes for the rest of the game without casting anything else.
Just slowly pinging things down.
Yep.
I do think that it does get more complicated if Ludibrola has to use his last evolution orb. And there's a way for Azuru to kind of swing just an extra target too far from what Ludibrola can reach with the Ouroboros.
That's true. Evolution orbs are definitely an advantage here. Azuru is looking pretty calm at this situation. I would be on the other side, like, no.
Yeah, just going crazy.
Why?
How do you deal with this Ouroboros? It's going to come back forever.
Why Ouroboros?
Don't deal with it, and that's 8 damage that could go face. Deal with it, and you're constantly trading in cards and providing another direct damage burn.
And honestly, I mean, Ludibrola hasn't had an opportunity to even play Canyon of the Dragons yet. I mean, like this backed up by an Ouroboros in Israfel. Yeah. He's got the wings to grab a 5/5, storm whenever he wants to.
And champion.
Playtime is over.
All right, and I think Azuru knows. This is like he's got to start pushing. Like he's got to start getting the damage in before this Ouroboros really takes control of this board.
Yeah, wow. Just opts not to spend anything on it.
Another one. All right, well, Ludibrolo's getting to a place where he can close his game out pretty quickly with the cards that he has available to him. So Azuru's got to know he's on a clock. That Hellblendy can put in some work. Still opting not to play it, though.
What is the option here for Ludibrolo?
I mean,
I would not play the Israfil. I would want to use the Israfil to kind of put my opponent in a very awkward position. Right.
I mean, Israfil seems great here, honestly, because it clears off 2 followers, it gets the ward out of the way, and you can clear off the entire board. You can also push 8 damage to face this turn if you want to. Put your opponent to 10. Have to deal with the Ouroboros. I kind of like it.
He's going to go for it. Israfil comes down.
Especially got to be thinking, like, how did my opponent just play their last turn? They know they're under pressure, so they just evoed for face. I can heal this turn, get back into this, make them be defensive again. Only 2 cards left in hand. I have all the advantage. I just need to last that long. If Ouroboros in Israfil, though, like, ugh.
Wow, he throws the Ouroboros in there. And I guess he just wanted to maintain as much health on the Israfil as possible.
I like this play a lot.
Because Lion Champion would buff up and do 1 extra point of damage.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, gosh. I mean, you can't.
Here we go. Here we go.
You do not want to take 12 to face.
Blazing Breath on the Israfil, pass.
Double hit on the Israfil?
Yeah, double hit on the Israfil. Azuru is not going to make that play. He's not going to do it. He's going to play the Hellblendy. He's going to evolve. He's got to do it. I think he's weighing the pros and cons of playing the Canyon this turn. If he can if he can take that 12 hit once. With an Ouroboros in hand, I don't think so. Especially what we know in hand, there's plenty of storm options that Ludibrola has access to. So if this Israfil gets in for a turn, it's going to be lights out alongside of a Scyther.
I think it's Hellblendy.
Got to do it. Got to do it. Got to
evolve it.
Yep.
Don't No, he doesn't have to evolve
He's
it.
going for it.
He doesn't have to evolve it.
Get there!
The dream!
Oh,
Oh no. This is the pre-evolve.
Is it?
It's the pre-evolve.
Oh!
Oh, no!
And that's going to be game.
Oh,
Is that a Hell Bendy for
That
Ludibrolo
is,
too?
yep,
Come
that
on,
is.
Ludibrolo. Oh.
Yeah, God. That combo was insane, by the way. Scyther plus Hell.
Well, I don't think... Yeah, I don't think that Ludibrolo actually saw the lethal this turn. I
Yeah.
don't think it's going to matter this much.
Yeah, he could have swung the Scyther in.
Yeah.
But wow, that is so tragic. He's just passing the turn right back over. It says, here you go.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, those cards are absurd. He had basically every good gold and legendary you could want in take
and
two.
he threw down the Ouroboros to show the full hand. Hey,
That's right. So,
the Kenny of the Dragon just sitting there.
never even having to be played.
Oh,
Unreal.
My gosh, what a game from Ludibrolo. Dragon continued to demonstrate why it's so effective, and I think these drafts have been really good for players who've been going to that option.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that game. That game just felt like Ludibrolo had it all. Like, I don't know.